Uh-oh. We're cut out. I don't know if my phone's dying or what. We were just on with Gabby Bernstein, author, speaker, guru. I don't know how I feel about that word. Hopefully she is ready to go live. There we go. We're going to live. She's back.
I don't like that word, and I'll tell you why.
I know. I had a feeling. I don't either.
So I'm finishing a book, and there's a whole final chapter, and it's called You Are the Guru. And I repeat it multiple times in the chapter. I said, do not call me your guru. Do not call me your guru. I am not your guru. I'm not. I've had many gurus, 2 different specific gurus in my personal spiritual practice who have turned out to be sexual predators.
Wow.
Like, yeah, people that I followed their teaching. One was alive, one wasn't, but I followed the teachings of one who had been deceased. And, it's just where we're at in the world is people disappoint. So you just recognize that you're the guru. There may be a person that's an author that you follow, or a speaker, or somebody that inspires you, but they're just there as messengers to remind you of what you already know. You are the guru. I'm not your guru. Sophia is not your guru.
I'm definitely not your guru. I'm like binging on cheese.
So many people look up to you, they might think that they might look to you like that. So it's just super important that we.
Yeah, I think just like personal accountability is really important. I think everybody's looking to outsource their power, and I think inspiration is incredibly important, but what we do, what we spend our time doing, how we feel about ourselves, self-actualizing rather than necessarily thinking that there's a program that's going to save us, right? Others can provide structure, but each of us has to kind of, that can be like the enzyme for what works for us, but for everybody else, different.
I like that analogy. Thank you. That was nice.
Yeah. So we were talking about tapping. We were doing this stuff and someone was like, what the fuck are you doing?
So it's called emotional freedom technique, otherwise known as tapping. And what tapping does is it helps you release the energetic disturbance that lives beneath the phobia or the inability to sleep or the physical pain or the anxiety. And we were tapping on sleep. And you can tap on different energy meridians while you talk about the problem, and then it starts to deactivate the emotional trigger. We can do a few rounds of tapping if you guys want to, and we can do it on the most pressing issue, which is I can't sleep. Okay, so if anyone feels as though they're struggling to sleep right now, from a scale of 0 to 10, where are you? 0 to 10.
Yeah, guys, hit the numbers.
And if you're not having trouble sleeping, but you're just like anxious, this will benefit you. 0 to 10, 10 being the highest. Yes, people are saying please tap. Yep. People are saying 10, 6, 6, 7,
8.
An 8 we have. A 0. Okay, good. Snicker 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Good for you. Okay, great. So for those of you who feel like you are at a 10, we're going to do this. And for anyone that is at like very low, you can tap along anyway because you'll borrow the benefit. And the benefits may benefit you from the standpoint of releasing anxiety or something else that's going on for you. Okay, so let's tap. So we begin with the most pressing issue, which is I'm having trouble sleeping or I can't sleep. Okay, and we've got some 7s and 10s and high numbers. So we tap on that karate chop point and we would say, even though, and you guys are going to repeat after me, just like, so when you hear Sophia repeating after me, you're going to do the same thing. Even though I can't sleep, I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I can't sleep, I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I can't sleep, I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I can't sleep, I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Good job. Even though I can't sleep, I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I can't sleep, I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Eyebrow points. This is where the eyebrow meets the bone right there. I'm having a lot of trouble sleeping.
I'm having a lot of trouble sleeping.
Side of the eye. And that makes me anxious.
And that makes me anxious.
Under the eye. It makes me really anxious.
It makes me really anxious.
It's such a struggle to sleep.
It's such a struggle to sleep.
Now we're at your chin. It's such a struggle to sleep.
It's such a struggle to sleep.
I'm having a lot of trouble sleeping. Collarbone. I'm having a lot of trouble sleeping.
A lot of trouble sleeping.
Under the arm. And it makes me really anxious.
And it makes me really anxious.
And it's very frustrating. Top of the head.
Very frustrating.
Eyebrow, and it can be scary.
And it can be scary.
And I just want to sleep.
And I just want to sleep.
Under the eye, I just want to go to sleep.
I just want to go to sleep.
Under the nose, I just want to go to sleep.
I just want to go to sleep.
All that anxiety.
And all that anxiety.
All that discomfort.
All that discomfort.
It's not helping me sleep.
It's not helping me sleep.
And I just want to sleep.
And I just want to sleep.
But I'm feeling a little relaxed right now.
And I'm feeling a little relaxed right now.
And Gabby just taught me about sleep hygiene.
And Gabby just taught me about sleep hygiene.
And I forgive myself for not sleeping well right now.
And I forgive myself for not sleeping well right now.
There's a lot going on in the world.
There's a lot going on in the world.
And I honor myself for everything that's happening.
And I honor myself for everything that's happening.
I'm doing the best I can.
I'm doing the best I can.
I'm just doing the best I can.
Just doing the best I can.
Just doing the best I can.
I'm just doing the best I can.
So I'll take whatever sleep I can get.
I'll take whatever sleep I can get.
And I'll practice that sleep hygiene.
And I'll practice that sleep hygiene.
And that sleep hygiene will help me to relax at night.
And that sleep hygiene will help me to relax at night.
And when I relax,
and when I relax,
and I slow down my thoughts,
and I slow down my thoughts,
and I breathe,
and I breathe,
my sleep will come back.
My sleep will come back.
I'll begin to sleep with ease.
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 I can 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 sleep with ease under the arm.
I can sleep with ease.
And I can sleep with ease.
And I can sleep with ease.
Take a deep breath in. 0 to 10, where are you now, everyone? People are laughing because somebody wrote, you have to wash your hands after
Yeah,
this.
I know. I've been washing my hands like a freak. Someone's at a 2, a 4?
Yep.
A 4?
Somebody went up.
Wow.
That can happen. It can go up, but yes, there's the same. Okay, someone went down to a 4, 8. So tell me where you were and what you went down to. Someone's at a 2 or 3, 8 still. Okay, 3. Yeah, sleep is a really tough one, so it can take a little bit of practice to tap on the sleep. But we are seeing people going down. Excellent.
I mean,
someone
they
said,
were
wow.
almost all above 5, and now they're all below. I mean,
yeah, they're mostly below 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 to a 4.
From an 8 to a 3, a 9 to a 2, an 8 to a 3.
I feel so good.
8 to a 2. Analytics. Check this out. Data.
I'm gonna brighten up this video. Let's see what we can do here. Brighten me. That's a weird one. I feel like tapping is a really nice opportunity for everybody to start to just feel a little bit of relief, right? And that would be something you could do throughout the day, but it's a great thing to do before you go to bed, and you could keep it really simple. I can't sleep, and then you could just do one negative round, then just do one positive round. I'm getting tired. I let myself get tired. I let myself, so you can just kind of bring yourself down. Another thing that you can do to help you sleep would be to, and this is something I learned from the hypnosis as well, is to focus right now. You can do it with me. Find a focal point and just stare at it. and keep your eyes on that focal point. And then when you're ready, start to open up to your peripheral vision and allow yourself to just start to look, to allow your eyes to open up to the periphery. And now you're going to go a little bit further, keeping your eyes focused on that focal point, but let that peripheral vision open up further. Look, you're yawning, it's excellent. And open up to the sides of the room. Is almost like if your periphery is expanding beyond the walls. And it's expanding above you and behind you. Your eyes are focusing further beyond the periphery. And just take a deep breath and let me know how that felt.
It feels good just to focus for a second. I feel like that's the longest I've done anything today.
That's great, because when we focus our attention somewhere else and then we slowly start to try to get to that peripheral vision, it takes our mind off of all the fear-based thoughts. And this is something that Melissa Tiers, this woman, taught me. And so as you're getting it, you can't think about your thoughts when you're allowing the peripheral vision to open up. And so it winds down those fear-based thoughts that are on repeat right now, and it gets you back into a centered place. Someone said, Gabby, will you marry me? I'm married, I'm sorry.
Will you marry me?
You would be, like, if I were to be a lesbian, you would definitely be on my top 5 list of women I would marry.
Who else?
Number 1 is my friend Jessie, who I should send this to her. I joke with my husband that I want her to be my wife. She's like my friend's wife. She's my friend Bobby, Dr. Vuka's wife, and we vacation with them. And she's just like tattoos and like gorgeous and just like the best chef ever, and just teaches me how to cook. And she's just so chill, and she makes you feel so taken care of and loved. She would be my wife.
Really
but you're like in my top 5 list. Oh my God.
Wow. I don't know if I have a list. But what was I gonna say? Tell me about how you structure your day. You know, it's like, I know you wake up and have a routine, and then I know you also work and you have a child and you take time to eat well and you have family staying with you. Like, how are you? Is your day pretty structured? Now
it's more structured than ever, because I have to work and run my business, our business. My husband and I run a business together, and I have to show up for responsibilities. I have a book deadline. I'm submitting a book in a week, and I have been called to support energetically through these types of things. So I've been doing a lot of around the clock videos and things like this. And then I have no childcare, so I know I'm not the only one in that boat. So I'm not going to complain, because I only have 1 child at this time, and he's really easy, and he's 15 months old, and so he can't communicate that well. He's actually really good at communicating, although he can't speak yet. He says a few words, but I have to be really regimented with this routine right now, because if I don't, then Zach and I will just be back and forth all day trying to catch up. So right now, what I have is my morning is devoted to my work. That's when I like to get more done, and Zach likes to get more done in the afternoon. And we both have a little bit of time in between, because we have the baby sleeps twice a day. So you just never know how long he'll sleep. So we've just sort of structured our day around his schedule, and that's been really beneficial. But I do a lot of my heavy lifting, my writing, my calls in the morning. And then I have about an hour in the afternoon where I do podcasts with people. I record meditations. My husband set up this really epic like recording studio thing for me. Sophia, I'll send you the microphone. It was
I know, I saw that. I need those specs.
Unbelievably, like, look at this like mixer. I mean, it's dope. And my meditations sound like I'm in the studio. Like I sent the audios to my producer in the studio, and he's like, you could be in the studio right now. It's that good.
I'm gonna have to do. I mean, it's like, I just did my first podcast from home the other day. It was not so hard, but it's whatever my producer sent me, and I haven't heard it yet. So So
Good mic makes a difference.
So you record your podcast.
I don't have a podcast. I record audios for my membership, my Miracle membership, and I've been recording meditations, and I've been recording, I'm making a meditation album for calming an anxious mind. And I made this epic meditation that was an affirmation meditation, and I just recorded it and I sent it with music to Graham, my editor, and he sent it back to me, and I did it. This all happened in like 20 minutes. Like I just got on to my headphones and mic and I just riffed for like 10 minutes, and then I sent it to Graham, and then he put the music behind it, and then it was like done, and I sent it to my team, and they're like, they all joke around that they have to work at the speed of Gabby, but they do, because they know that that's how we do it here. And it was just such a good moment of being like, I have the power to create. I have a team that can support that creation, and that creation can serve people. And I was really proud. That was a really big moment today.
Tell us about your book. Can you tell us anything?
Oh yeah, the new book I'm working on is, I don't know the title quite yet. I have a working title, but I don't love it. It's actually an Audible original. So it's the first time I'll have a book coming out on Audible first, and then I have the print rights a year later to sell it or print it myself. And so I will be, it's gonna all be on audio originally. And it's not necessarily called an audiobook, it's called an Audible original. So it's like a spoken word guidance from Gabby.
Are you working with 𝗕𝗏?
No, my editor is named Stacy.
Okay. Cool.
Stacy.
My Penguin editor went to Audible originally.
Yeah. Audible's legit. There's a lot happening with Audible right now.
Yeah.
But the book is like written, it's miracle messages. So I don't know what I'm going to call it quite yet, but it's these messages that are like sutras, and they're simple phrases that you can live by, and then they're practices that keep you in alignment with those phrases. And the irony is that, like, I started writing this before this pandemic, and I started noticing that as I was writing, I was like, God had a plan, because this book is exactly what people need right now. It's like, we can't get, when we're in our anxious state, we can't actually just do the deeper work. We can't just like, dive into the depths of our discomfort and come out the other side. We actually have to keep it simple. And the whole book is all about simplicity, and it's all about really just leaning on a message that that can be true. Like, I seek solutions rather than problems is one of the messages. And then there's practices that go along with it, and meditations. And it's just about living those practices in sutra. It's like a sutra, because a sutra was like a simple phrase that was given to people when they were illiterate, and it allowed them to just remember that phrase and take it to heart, and then stick to it and rely on it as like a philosophy. And so right now, I think we've got so much going on that we have to start to just simplify our practice.
I have another question for you. Well, when are you going to be recording an Audible original from home? Now that, or is it kind of the timelines like loose
I
now?
could potentially be doing it from home, but hopefully not.
Yeah. I have one last question, just because I'm with my partner here. And it sounds like you have a little bit more of a full house and a child. I know you run your company with Zach, your husband.
Mm-hmm.
What does he do for the company? Like, how do you split responsibilities? Like, how do you work well together with your partner?
We work so beautifully together. My husband and we're extreme opposites. So my gifts are things that he would be terrified of, and his gifts are things I would be terrified of. And so, not terrified, but I wouldn't be so terrified. No, I would be, because my husband's an attorney, and he formerly worked in private equity for a decade, and he knows everything. He's actually one of those strange people who's just a genius and knows about everything. If you ask Zach about penguins, he'll know about penguins. If you ask him about the stock market today, he'll tell you about the stock market today. Everything, right? Legal advice. And so when I was running my business for over a decade without him, and like all my money was in cash, and like although that would have been good right now, but I didn't know anything about investing. I didn't know anything about hiring. I was severely understaffed. I was burnt out. I was doing the best I could, but I was discrediting and denying myself my gifts because I was in the weeds with so much more. And so having someone come in, I gave away my title of CEO. He is the CEO, and my new title is the Untethered Force of Light. That's my title. It's written at the top of the org chart. So our org chart has me, the Untethered Force of Light. I don't use LinkedIn. I probably should just go on LinkedIn and put that on there, just because I have like an account, but I don't use it. I've just never had a job, so I didn't ever think I mean, you can obviously use LinkedIn. Jobs. I never had a job. No, I never had a job. I never had a boss. I had my own PR company. I started it when I was 20.
Okay.
The only like boss I ever had was, I guess, when I was interning for a year. So I've like literally never had a boss.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I have, but in like shoe stores and photo labs.
Right.
Like not in an office. It really limits you as a manager to not have had a boss. For me, like it's taken me a really long time to empathize with what people need, or to be able to model kind of management or leadership, because I never experienced it prior to starting.
I worked with someone who I'll talk to you about offline, who did a lot of leadership training for me and my team. And the year I spent working with her, and I would say that would be a good investment for entrepreneurs, is the year I spent working with her really, really helped me change my leadership style, and then it helped my team become leaders, not task takers. And so today they're in incredible leadership. I was in Australia a month ago, and I was working but also on vacation, and I just didn't really want to do much. And we were in the middle of launching something, and I got on the phone with my CEO and my CMO and my COO, and I was like, they're like, do you want to look at those emails? And I was like, no. And they're like, okay, bye, we're going to go run your business. And it was like the most epic day ever to hear that. And I didn't even open my computer one time when I was away.
You can just archive, like, other people on copy. Like I heard that a friend told me this once. It was like, usually I just archive it and it resolves itself.
Archive it.
When your team's on, just like get it out of your inbox, and other people will handle it if you have a great team.
It's all about team. And it's really important to invest in that team, because that gives you freedom. So it may take a year, it may take a lot of money to invest in that team. I've spent a lot of money to get that leadership trainer to come in and support my team. But that paid itself back and then some.
Should we do a brief meditation to close?
Yeah.
Can you lead us?
Yeah. All right, everybody. Let's close our eyes. And roll your shoulders back and just move your neck around a little bit. I think we're all just really having that computer neck right now. And let's place our palms facing upward. And take a deep breath in and let it go. And tonight we call on the guidance of the highest truth and compassion to enter into this Instagram live. And to anyone that's watching the replay, wherever you are in the world, we call on this guidance to fill this space within us and around us, to support us, to guide us, to lift us up, to give us inspiration, to give us strength, to help us feel secure, supported, and never alone. Take a deep breath in and breathe into that space in your heart. And on the exhale, release all that loving energy from your heart. Take another deep breath in and breathe into that space in your heart. And exhale, releasing all of that loving energy from your heart. Envision almost a ball of golden light pouring into your heart. And on the exhale, we send that light out to the world. Breathing in that energy, that light into your heart. Exhale and send that light out to the world. Breathe that loving energy into your heart, healing you, transforming you. And on the exhale, send it out to someone who you know is in need. And again, breathe that light into your heart. On the exhale, send it to all of the doctors and carers and people in the medical profession. Send it to them now. Take another deep breath in and breathe that light into your heart. And on the exhale, send it to all the children who are hungry, who are insecure and afraid. Take another deep breath in and breathe that light into your heart. And on the exhale, send it to anyone who is financially insecure at this time. And take another deep breath in and breathe into your heart. And on the exhale, send it to all of the government leaders who are needing inspiration to support us at this time. And take another deep breath in and breathe into your heart. On the exhale, send that light and that love to anyone who has lost a loved one in this pandemic. Take another deep breath in and breathe into your heart. On the exhale, send that light out to anyone who you think is in need. Take one more deep breath in into your heart and send that light to all the mothers who will give birth in the next 2 to 3 months and may not have a support system in the hospital with them. And this time is the last time. Take one more deep breath in, breathing that light into your heart. And on the exhale, send it back to yourself. The beautiful cycle of light. And take one more deep breath in and release. And when you're ready, open your eyes.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
This was fun. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. And I feel like I can only FaceTime you if we're live.
I know. Next we're going to talk business and everyone's going to be really disappointed, but that's what I actually want. I want to do that soon.
We'll do anything. I'll do anything with you. You say when I show up.
Take a screenshot while we look okay. No. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Well,
I tried
all right.
to do
Thanks
it,
everybody for joining us. This is Gabby Bernstein. I'm sure you already know who she is, but if you don't, it's at Gabby Bernstein and GabbyBernstein.com, and all her books are on Amazon. And someone asked, this is Lizzie Fortunato's. It's a necklace by Lizzie Fortunato, and this shirt is by Frank and Eileen. Oh my God, that's so true. She's like, credit to iPhone.
But wait,
and
what's the shirt? I really like the shirt.
It's called Frank and Eileen, and it's like this like linen. It's just like,
oh, let's give a shout out to Anina Bing right now. Anina Bing.
Oh,
because
yeah,
we got to give love
great.
to all the mamas out there who are doing the beautiful fashion and all the work that will definitely, I'm sure they're feeling a hit already, and I just want to support them. And Anina is my fashion muse. Actually, really my fashion muse is you.
Oh, stop.
Oh my God, I told you that I was like wanting to marry you, and you're my fashion muse.
I'll shop for you.
You can shop for me.
But yeah,
Anina
is actually having 25% off everything on her site
That's right
now. Yeah, so.
And she's got so many nice sweatshirts. Go grab her sweatshirts.
I know she's really good at sweatshirts, and there's some like great flannels too.
Yeah, we got to support the ladies.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree. Good night, everybody. Good night, Gabby.
Go turn off your phones if you're on the East Coast and start your downtime routine and sleep hygiene and lock your phone in another room. Night, night.
Throw in the trash.
Seriously. I love you, sweetie. Good night.
I love you. Good night.